Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. Look who's back. It's Stephanie. I've got her today. And I'm going to let her tell you what we're doing because this was her idea for this dish. So, and it sounds yummy.
Oh yeah, and this is a one pot and it's going to be chicken pot pie orzo. So it's going to be like a chicken pot pie but with the orzo pasta.
I love orzo.
Yes.
And love one pot.
Yes, one pot.
Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do first is we have 2 chicken breasts diced up, kind of half-inch sizes.
Yeah.
And we're going to season that. So we're going to have 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then we've got our 1 teaspoon of paprika.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to stir. Give me a stir.
You want to stir?
Stir. So we're going to
Okay,
stir
so kind of mix it up. You want me to go ahead and turn this skillet down?
Yes, please.
So we need
skillet, medium heat.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we've got to cook the orzo as the package or box or whatever suggests, and then drain and set to the side while we get all this going.
Okay, so
let us start that and we'll be right back.
Yeah, when she's...
So what we're going to do, you take your orzo and you're going to take 8 ounces of orzo, cook it according to the package, drain it, set aside while you build the rest of it.
And it don't take orzo long to cook.
No.
Okay, so I'll get that started while she's working on all of this, okay? Okay, now.
One thing. So I did forget to add salt and pepper this. And also, you could, if you had a rotisserie chicken, you could just tear up a rotisserie chicken and add it to this. That's just more flavor.
Then it's already seasoned.
Yeah.
So, it makes it simpler.
So to this, we're going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil. What is it heat?
I've got it on like 325.
Okay.
You may turn it down.
Turn it down just a hair.
Okay. And while she was stirring all that together, I got some orzo going on the stove. So,
and that's 8 ounces of orzo, about 10 minutes, drain and set to the side while you build all of this.
You know, and I tell you guys all the time, and I've told you on all of our one-pot meals, you can prep ahead. You can have this chicken seasoned, cut up, seasoned in a baggie in the fridge. You can have all your veggies cut up, put in a baggie in the fridge. You can have your orzo cooked ahead because you're going to bring it all together anyway. So take advantage of a little bit of time if you have extra time and do it. And you've got an amazing meal. Stephanie works. She has to come home and cook for her family. So we take advantage of any extra minutes that she has. She takes advantage of it.
And like the rotisserie chicken, I would use the rotisserie chicken just because the flavor that would come from that. Plus it's easy. You just tear it apart and you got your chicken.
And if I can make a suggestion, y'all, Sam's or Costco is a place to buy your rotisserie chickens. You cannot buy a chicken as cheap as they sell them already cooked.
That is absolutely correct.
$4.98. I bought one a week ago.
And those are big chickens.
It was huge. And they're delicious. This smells so good.
Yes.
Okay, so what do we need to do next? Let this chicken cook?
Let this cook down, let the orzo cook, and then when we get back, we're going to remove the chicken and start on the vegetable part of this, and then start building the pot pie portion of it.
Okay, and cutting it up like she did, this chicken does not take long to cook. In fact, I'm going to push it down here where you can see it a little better, and you can see it's already starting to cook.
And it smells delicious.
It does. All right, we'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Yeah, look at this chicken.
It smells so good.
Oh my gosh.
That's cooked and we've set it to the side. And you're going to, there's seasoning in the pan still from that. So you're going to leave that in there because now we're going to start building our roux.
Y'all can look at that.
So now to this, we're going to add 5 tablespoons of butter to the pan.
Just 5 tablespoons?
Just 5.
Oh, y'all, I've got to check our orzo.
So got our 5 tablespoons of butter to the pan. Let that get going. And then we have pre-cut our veggies. So 2 carrots, small diced. 2 stalks of celery, small diced. Half an onion, small diced.
So that was like a medium-sized onion.
We used a whole onion, but it was really a small onion.
Yeah, it really was small. But if it's large, only half. You couldn't get any better than butter melting in a pan.
No. Then you've got the seasoning from the chicken in there, so that's just going to add flavor.
Yeah, don't wipe that skillet out, y'all.
All right. And for this, you want your temperature medium, low. You don't want it too high because you don't want your butter burning. Plus, you're going to start your roux and you don't want your roux cooking too quick. So we're going to add our half an onion. And we're going to let these vegetables soften up and cook down. And that adds flavor as well. 2 carrots. 2 stalks of celery. And let these cook on this temperature.
Did I turn it down too low?
I did. It's me. I'm the
No, I turned it down after you did.
So maybe 5 minutes. Let these cook down. And get a little soft. So we're going to let these cook about 5 minutes, soften up, and then we're going to come back and finish out this roux. All right, so our vegetables have cooked down. They're soft. They're not totally tender. You don't want them to be that. You don't want to be soggy.
What I call a tender crisp.
Yeah, tender crisp. So now is the time to get your roux going. So you're going to add 1/3 cup of AP flour, all-purpose flour. Ooh, I didn't have a hole. And you want this on a lower heat because you don't want your flour burning. You want it to get kind of a blonde color. We're not going to cook this down like a gravy, like your gravy consistency if you were making a gravy.
So you don't answer the door, don't answer the phone.
No, when you're doing a roux, you do not leave the section you are currently in, which is right here at the pot.
Don't watch YouTube.
Don't watch YouTube. Don't answer a phone call. This is all your sole purpose is stirring.
Because it is a constant with a roux.
It will burn if you're not patient and if you're not watching it. It will burn very easily. And then you have to start completely over because once it burns or turns, there's no undoing that.
It's like garlic. You can't save it once that happens.
This is your sole purpose.
All right. So we're going to let her go.
And this is probably it's going to be a blonde. We're not really going to let this go too long. So 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So we're not going to keep you that long. So we're going to let her stand here and stir.
I'm going to be here working and y'all can go do your thing. We'll be back. When I get back, when you see me again, this will be ready.
Okay, we're back. If you could just smell these vegetables in this roux, oh my gosh. There's no way this can't be delicious.
And this is just maybe 7 minutes. You want it to be a blonde. And so now we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. And then I'm going to let you stir this while I get this.
I love a chicken pot pie, and I love orzo, so I don't know how this can't be good. I mean, just smelling
I've never had this, but I've had this in my little hidey hole recipe thing for a bit. So, okay, 2 cups chicken broth. We're going to do 1/2 cup of heavy cream.
Do I need to turn this temperature up a little bit, you think?
A little bit.
Okay.
1/2 cup heavy cream.
And that's just going to make it creamy.
1 teaspoon of, you can use the powdered chicken broth, the little squares. We like the better than bouillon.
Oh, I love the better than bouillon.
That's why we're not adding a whole lot of salt, because your chicken broth is going to have the salt. We salted the chicken. This has got a good amount of salt. That's why be very mindful of your salt when you're and what you're using. Let me have that. All right, so we're going to let this cook for a little bit. Just to get everything married, get it warm, everything warmed back up.
And this is going to thicken up as it cooks.
Yes. Then we'll add the chicken and orzo when we come back.
Oh, we're almost done with this dish.
It's quick.
All right.
All right, this has cooked maybe 5 minutes. And it has thickened up good.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Actually, we've turned the heat down to...
It's on like 275 in this skillet. It gets hot, y'all.
Yes. And now we just add our chicken back. And now we're going to add our orzo.
We cooked the orzo. We've got it drained, and it's just sitting in the pot.
And this has really other than cooking the chicken, which really didn't take long because we used chicken breast meat. This is maybe 30 minutes.
If we weren't videoing, probably not that long.
No. And like she said, I'm a working mom, and these one pot quick. I mean, you've got a whole meal here. If you wanted to add sides, you could, but us working parents, this is the kind of things you need especially during the week.
Yeah.
And the chicken, like the rotisserie chicken, or if you had chicken you already had cooked up, you don't even have to worry about the chicken. It's just cooking the 10 minutes on the orzo, and then your roux.
If I was going to add anything to this, maybe a side salad or some crusty bread. Otherwise, this is a meal in itself. It's done. We're ready to taste.
So we'll come back in a second after we've plated it and do a taste test. All right.
We're ready to taste.
We are ready.
Yeah, I didn't hold this up.
Well, that's a large. Good. For a family of 4, that's your whole meal.
And you probably have leftovers. My goodness.
Did you get a piece of chicken?
You need a little piece.
You get a piece of chicken.
I got a little piece in there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
That is amazing, Stephanie.
That's really good.
Now, I don't know what you could do different. The seasoning in this is just perfect, child. It did not need extra
tastes
salt.
Just like pot pie.
It does. Like you had the crust and everything, even though there's not a crust.
Correct.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything to this. The salt, using just a little bit of salt, not much.
It's not super
on the
salty because you've
chicken.
already got the salt that we put on the chicken, the salt from the broth, and the bouillon.
Yeah, and that was plenty of salt.
I would probably add a little more pepper, but that's all I would.
But you can add that at your plate.
Optional, and that's to your taste.
Absolutely.
And all of these seasonings are to your taste. If you don't like something, it's cooking. Take it out. You don't have to have it.
Yeah. So, all right. We hope you're going to enjoy this, and we hope you're going to make it. This is absolutely amazing. Y'all, thank you for coming and doing this with me today.
Welcome.
I certainly appreciate it, and I appreciate you and everything you do. But y'all, please like, share, subscribe to our channel, and please come back and visit with us again. And don't forget, we have 2 cookbooks, Volume 1, Volume 2, and you can find them on our website, KarenJonesFoodandFamily.com. You can click on the book or books that you're interested in, and it'll take you to the printer. They take your order, and they'll ship them out for you. And but we appreciate it, and we hope you're going to come back and visit with us soon. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And that way, when we put out another video, you'll know about it. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Well, no.
When do we put the bouillon in?
Hey, I'm on it. I got this. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm good.
You got it.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, we're going.